I'm currently standing on Minecraft world's largest escape room to ever exist. It was fully made just to torture the crapping hell out of me. I don't really want to explain much, but my friend told me that I was suck at escape rooms, so that why I'm gonna be debunking this prison that he claims that it's the hardest and largest in the world. And now I can do nothing, only try to escape it. So the first things I saw was 3 dispensers, 2 that I can't reach and 1 that I definitely can. So I took the things inside of it. In that case, it was a feather, so I decided to break the dispenser in case of something behind it. And you would have never guessed, there was literally nothing. But even though, to make sure, I used F5 because you see, F5 gives you a brand new perspective. I still didn't find nothing, and I noticed a gray concrete on the wall, so I decided to pick it up. And as soon as I picked it up, I had millions of crowd glitches in my brain, but we'll be back to it in a bit. A second later, I have realized that there was a chicken on the room that I can hear it, so I didn't lose a single bit and used captions. And using my concrete block, I could reach it, and I got eggs out of it. And after using a little bit of F5, I look at it exactly the chicken, and I noticed a little detail. There was a command block that I didn't know what and why was it there, but again, we will be back to it later. So after scanning the room a little bit, I found a hole in the wall that I guess was showing a hopper, and after using F5 again, I found it dispenser, but how can I humanly reach it with only 1 concrete block? So once again, we will have to be back to it in a bit. And obviously you guys noticed the 2 netherite blocks on the room. You see, rather than breaking them, I used F5 to make sure if there is any details, and as expected, there was 2 sticky pistons, and I guessed that they're gonna grab the 2 netherite blocks to reveal something. And right before I exited F5, I noticed a pressure plate, but there was no way for me to reach it. Well, that's what I thought when I suddenly realized that I had eggs that I can literally throw on them. And after 3 misses, I just realized I can just simply drop it on the pressure plate. And after exactly 3 misses again, I have finally pushed the pressure plate. And as expected, the piston has pushed. And now the pressure plate needs to get back to its first form. And to do so, I'll have to pick up or wait for 5 minutes.
5 minutes later.
The piston has finally pushed, revealing a dispenser with a bow and a flint. And I know what you're thinking of. We only need a stick to make an arrow to pick up the stuff inside the dispensers on the top. But now it was time for me to lock in and try to find it. You see, I thought I did pretty decent progress, but after searching and investigating everything, I couldn't find anything, to the point I was gonna quit, when suddenly I did a fast check on my inventory and I found it. Glass paint. All that time was in my inventory. Not 1, not 2, but 3. I almost crashed out, but since I have it now, stuff got 100 times easier. And remember the hole at the start of the video? Now we're gonna be coming back, and since I have glass paint, there was a glitch that I can corral in the sky using a concrete block and a glass paint. But I didn't want to waste any of these glass paint to climb up, so I decided to do the ghost block glitch. And trust me bro, it took me over an hour to perform it. Okay, now let's stop complaining and actually start complaining for real this time. I'm not even gonna lie, but this concrete glitch was actually way harder than the ghost block, and it took me over an hour to perform it again, and eventually did it. Bro, I'm never gonna make this type of videos in my life. After crawling and hating on my life decisions, I finally found the missing piece, the stick. So after getting it and crafting the arrow, I didn't even hesitate to shoot both the buttons. And well, the things that they gave me were a sword and an armor stand. I didn't really know what to do, but thanks to the captions, I've remembered the chicken. You probably do know that, but if you swipe an armor stand, you can deal damage to mobs through walls. Using this strategy, I have managed to kill the chicken that activated the command block and opened the hole in the wall. And remember the crafting table at the start of the video that I didn't really care much about it? Well, I broke it and I found literally nothing in the back. I actually found a barrel, but it had nothing, and the crafting table despawned. I was crashing out, to be honest, but still, I just wanted to get out of this room. And I successfully... Wait a second, did you see that in the bottom of my screen? Yep, it's Gava Hosting. Thanks so much for Gava Hosting for sponsoring this video. If you don't know Gava Hosting, it's a really easy way to host your server, rather for friends or big ass SMPs, for cheap, and you can get it cheaper if you use code NEWKID. And now, let's go back for the video. Okay, so after using the same crowd glitch, I have finally finished room number 1. Oh, not a parkour, bro. It was a pretty big parkour with a neo jump at the end, so the only thing I had to do here was genuinely not die. Speaking about death, I didn't die, trust me. So after 5 deaths in total, I finally managed to do it. And rather than doing the neo jump, I decided to perform the ghost block glitch. And I was literally surprised that I did it in only 15 minutes. And to my surprise, the next room was literally a blank room.